What's up, good peoples, man? Happy Monday, happy Monday. It's a Mafia Monday. Shout out to my Buffalo Bills beating up on them Cowboys yesterday. Apologies to all my Cowboy fans out there. It was a beautiful day yesterday. But real quick, I just want to get into it. Um, I spoke last week or the week before. If y'all peep the videos down below and you like and subscribe and all that good stuff, right? About understanding how to leave people where they at and not expect too much. So this one is a little bit of an elaboration, right? Um, you hear the term match the energy, this energy, all that stuff, right? Excuse me. You hear these terms all the time, right? And I just kind of took my own interpretation of it. I always talk to people, very social person. So just over the weekend, chilling, discussing with some folks of mine, man. Shout out to some of my students. They help prompt a lot of these ideas and thought processes. And of course the team, the boys and all that. Shout out to the Hemi gang. But this matching energy thing, right? It's becoming cliche, the vibes, the energy, all that stuff. But it definitely has meaning if you know what how to interpret it or in what context to utilize it, right? So this is what I say to anybody. Um, Understand your position and own your space, right? Understand your position. Understand the when, what, how to yourself first. So then you can project and help others understand that when, where, how, and what when they deal with you, right? A lot of times we get in situations with people where we set precedents on treatment, right? I like to give examples. You at work and, you know, boss talk to you kind of crazy or say something a little out of pocket. Or you got a partner and, they get upset and they start talking spicy and saying a bunch of stuff. So instead of using the term match your energy, I say own your space. And to me, what that really equates to is just the law of reciprocity. I live by this law. I try to do and treat things and people and places as if I would want to be treated, how I would want to be treated, right? Basic law, basic principle. So in these situations where I'm saying own your space, own the space within yourself, understand how you'd like to be treated, understand how you like to be talked to, spoken to, understand how you would like to be interacted with. Therefore, you can project that, right? And that energy should come back. And when it doesn't, if it doesn't, because it won't sometime, you get people out there who don't respect it or, whatever issues they have. If it's somebody you dealing with, or somebody you close to, or somebody you in proximity with, sometimes you have to reciprocate that energy. And I don't mean, oh, this nigga went off and I'm about to just go off. I'm about to cuss these folks out, right? You in a situation and somebody treats you nonchalantly, it's not for you to project that because that's not the energy you want to come back. But it's up to you to deal with it and own your space. And what I mean by dealing with it, is, for instance, you in a relationship, you got a little boo-boo, the fool act like he don't care, or every time he get mad, he gets spicy. Yeah, sometimes you're going to feed into that because that's human nature. But a lot of times you don't have to. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you could take the higher road and all that, but own your space. If you stand on who you are and what you're about and how you treat people and how you like to be treated, stand on that. They act nonchalant with you, you be nonchalant about the situation, right? Because everything you need is inside of you. They get hot in the mouth. Maybe you've entertained it a couple times, but you know what? The law of reciprocity. Kill a conversation, right? They don't understand how to communicate properly or anything like that. Wean them off the communication because it's a difference when they communicate hot, knowing that they're going to get that communication back from you, as opposed to you just shutting down communication. Sometimes, reciprocity or reciprocation doesn't always mean retaliation or doing the same back to that person. Sometimes the reciprocity just comes in ending the situation, not giving the opportunity for it to happen again. And I know, and I know this is prevalent in a lot of relationships because I notice a lot of people don't know how to effectively communicate. whether it's a positive or a negative, or how to present negative information properly to somebody you care about. When this occurs, or if it occurs too much, at some point, instead of fighting back and becoming combative, you got to let it go and learn to respect people for who they are at that moment and leave them there. You know what I'm saying? You require communication, you require certain things, and those things aren't met. Might be time to remove yourself from the situation. If every time she gets upset, she got something hot to say, or the communication shuts down, listen to your gut, because eventually it's time to stop communicating. And the people who really care and notice, and they'll make them change. You're dealing with a person, man or woman, and they say, "Ah, this is how I am. I'm not changing. I don't want to change." Or, over time, they just said a lot of hot stuff to you. Sometimes you got to believe it. And I'm a victim of it too, because I've been in situations where, things get heated and things are said, and then you let a little time pass and then you write back on it, or you trying to do it, or you keep pushing this energy or projecting this energy, projecting these concepts to a person through your actions, and they still not comprehending it, or they vocalize that they don't care, and they're still going to move how they move. Human nature says you would try a little bit longer, but you got to break yourself and not try anymore. If the effort is not commensurate, bro, you done posted her all in your story and all on your snap, and you ain't got one single pic up there, or she still got old pics in her phone and of her ex, or he's still reaching out, liking shorty's pictures and all that, and you done expressed it, you done communicated how it made you feel. That means they don't care enough about you to value what you say or how you would feel about a situation. Look, I've been in a situation where I dated, and it took a person 3 years to pull pictures down from a relationship that was almost a decade ago. You know what I mean? Like, so, whatever your standards are, whatever your space is, you have to own your space, own your standards, and don't be mad when people can't meet them. You got to kind of leave them there. You respect where people at. But if it don't fit you, it don't fit you. I've been told mad things when people get hot. This ain't it. This is that. Blah, blah, blah. You not this. You not this. I get nothing from this. And what people who do that don't realize is, in your moment of anger or hostility, and you say those things, there's only so many instances where before that person that you're talking to has to believe it. Now it's up to that person to now act on it. And that's what I mean by reciprocity, right? And acting on it don't always mean returning that same energy. Acting on it means you could just simply shut it down. You could just simply reply like, don't text me no more. Or, you know what? I done put you all on my story, all on my socials and all that. It might just be time for you to take it down. And no, you're not going out the way to treat that person or do that person the way that you feel like they did you, but it's to stand in your space and to own your space. You know what I'm saying? Own it, and don't be apologetic about it. If you one of those people who need certain things in a relationship and you vocalize that, and that person eventually just tells you, I'm not going to be this, I'm not trying to be this, I'm not looking to change, it is what it is, I told you this from the get-go. And it's like, damn, I ain't even really trying to change you. It's just, let's improve on this, because that's what I need. You told me what you need. You know what I mean? And you trying to follow, their space and help, the space that they're on. You trying to respect that and how they view things, and you don't get that same back, then you just cut it off. Sometimes cutting it off is the best show of reciprocity. It's the best show of revenge. Sometimes not doing anything at all speaks more volumes than anything you could do or say to retaliate or to get revenge or to reciprocate whatever negative energy comes your way. Sometimes we feed so much into the negative energy because it's people that we care about. We stick around. It's a place that we like. We keep going, not knowing that it's draining us the whole time. Whoever you are naturally, and if you got a partner and you're trying to acquiesce to some things to make them comfortable, but that partner won't reciprocate those actions for your comfortability, and they vocalize that, shit, you got to listen. Respect that person where they at, and then leave them alone if it suits you. You know what I'm saying? Own your space, claim your energy, and stay positive. I know it's easier said than done, but sometimes that's the best remedy for an issue, right? We've all been in situations where we don't feel respected, we don't feel valued, and all that. Sometimes before you even remove yourself from the situation, you just got to cut off those things that enable the people to treat you the way they treat you. cut off the contact, cut off the access, cut off all the little dates. Oh, yeah, look, social media big to you. She ain't throw you up on her social media. He ain't post you all up in the social media. Then go ahead and take him off of yours. Go ahead and take her off of yours. And don't be mad at it. You're just meeting somebody where they at. That's it. And if they get mad at it, now you know you're dealing with a different type of breed. You know what I'm saying? Peace.